Hi guys, Lammas blessings and welcome to the magic of August time. I'm just coming on to do this month's tarot scope. I always say it, but oh my God, August already. I can't believe it. So for those of you who are not sure what Lammas is a pagan festival that is the celebration of the midway point between the summer solstice moving into the autumn equinox. It's known as the first harvest. So this is a really good time to be harvesting things for ideas, for dreams, goals, aspirations, for things to sort of be reached, for everything to sort of literally physically become harvested. So it's quite a powerful time. It's also the celebration of we're still in that lovely summer. Well, I say summer, we've had a really, really wet summer, haven't we? But it still celebrates that time period of summer. But there's just that little shift, there's that little change of autumn starting to creep slowly in. So it's quite a magical time, actually, despite the dampness. I always think it's quite a beautiful time of year. So what's happening, what's going on for August time? There's just so much to talk about. First of all, I want to talk to you about the demos, so the Spirit Magic tour. Thank you so much for everybody that's been supporting, for all your love, for all your fabulousness, and of course for your loved ones coming through on these nights, because I've had recently some amazing demos. I've recently done Bristol, so thank you very much if you came to that. It was a beautiful evening. I've also recently done Melksham, which was again a fantastic night. So really feeling the love, the gratitude, and just the appreciation of getting to sort of be able to do this for my work, really. Just want to say, in terms of demos this month, we've got some fabulous sort of dates coming up for you. So I'm actually going to be teaming up on the next one with the fabulous Melissa Staton, who is a beautiful reader, healer, light worker, based in Stoke-on-Trent. So Stoke-on-Trent, we did you guys a demo last year and it was amazing. So we're coming back to do it all again this year. So, and that's happening very soon. Saturday, the 12th of August. I'm going to be coming over to you guys. So really excited. Can't wait for that. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be really good. And yeah, I know it's just going to be full of love, full of magic. Then I've also got Saturday, the 19th of August. I'm going to be at the Warehouse Theatre over in sorry, I'm just clicking my dog because he always decides to do the most inappropriate things when I decide to do a video. I won't tell you what he's up to, what he's doing over in the corner there. Oh, shield your eyes. Oh dear. Yeah, Saturday the 19th of August, I'll be at the Warehouse Theatre in Ilminster, Somerset. I think there's only sort of about 20 or 30 tickets left for that one now. So I'm really excited to be doing that, particularly because it's in a theatre. So that's going to be a beautiful night of mediumship. And then just to let you know, moving into September time, because I am going to be having a holiday in September, so I'll be away for a week. But Friday the 1st of September, I will be at the Worthing Club over in Devizes, Wiltshire. So really looking forward to that as well. So some fab dates coming up. Tickets are all live. They're all available to purchase via the website. Just pop over, book yourself in, and yeah, we can get that sort of organized for you. Right, so let's look at August. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on. What do we need to know about? So I'm going to be working as ever with the Bones Arcana Tarot. So really excited to sort of work with this. And then we'll follow through with my lovely Wizard Within Oracle. Just want to say thank you for all those people that are continuing to support this deck. I've had some lush feedback from people that purchased it when it first came out, and they're sort of saying that how much this deck resonates with them, how often they use it. So that's really lovely to know that sort of people are actually sort of putting it into physical practice. And you may have seen a shout out, but there's a new deck coming, which is a Rocky Horror Show themed deck. So if you haven't seen that, go and check out my Facebook and you'll see some posts for it. I'm taking pre-orders. It's going to be on a limited edition print, just 100 to begin with. But if you want to see more about that, go and find the link for it on my Facebook, because all the details are on there. Just want to say as well, as I'm holding this deck very quickly, my lovely artist friend has actually sort of blown up and done some beautiful coloured, full coloured prints, which I just want to show you, because I've got some of those available for sale if you would like to purchase one. They're £25, a limited edition, and they are signed. So the one that we've gone for first is the scrying ball. So this is the original version of the scrying ball, as you can see on the card version. And then these are the blown up prints. And as you can see, it's a full color version against, oops, move that over so you can see, against. So these are lush, and it just says at the top, seek the truth there. So I really love these. So if you'd like to purchase one of these, signed by my lovely artist at the bottom, Mel Tangled Art, they are £25. They're backed as well, on this lovely sort of backing cardboard. So if you'd like one, drop me a message, and I only have, I think, 10 of these available at the moment. So obviously I can get one of those over to you if you would like one. Okay, God, there's so much to talk about, and we've not even looked at this sort of reading yet. So let's, as ever, do the sort of the things that are coming good, so the opportunities, the obstacles, and the lessons for August time. So let's see what we need to know about. Channeling these cards, oops, for the highest of good. And then what we'll do is we'll follow through with one of my Wizard Within oracles. Bear with me, I've got a really itchy nose all of a sudden. I don't know what that's about. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so our opportunities then, quite in keeping actually with the time of Lammas. So we're going into the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is a time to harvest your crop. Now it comes in around sort of monetary stuff because it's pentacle based, but it can be other areas of your life as well. It can sometimes lead into the emotional abundance of what you've been putting your energy, your hard work into. But basically, when we look at this as an opportunities, Seven of Pentacles, it's definitely time to reap the successes, reap the benefits of what you've been sowing. The seeds that have been planted earlier on in the year, they're all maturing, they're all coming good, and it's your time to literally rake it all in. There's still some hard work, there's still some effort longer term required, but it's a really great time to stop and celebrate where you're at and look at everything that is materializing around you. So if you're sort of self-employed, maybe you've been sort of putting ideas, projects together, and maybe now that those things are actually being they're being obtained in the physical reality. Maybe you've been at the beginning stages of creating something, and you can see that it's starting to sort of bring about the changes of success. So it is a good card of success. So this is going to be a very hopeful, very prosperous time for lots of us, which is going to be great. But don't take your foot off the gas, because don't sort of get too complacent. There's still ongoing sort of nourishment needed to keep that sort of blossoming and growing back regularly, not just in a quick burst. You want it to be more consistent longer term, but it's going to. So that's very exciting. Now, as we're going into any sort of obstacles or challenges or blocks, we're going into this Eight of Swords. And I think whilst we've got some great stuff over here, the world for some people is still quite uncomfortable. It is still quite restrictive, and it can still feel quite overwhelming. And I suppose that the key thing really with August time, don't put pressure, don't put complications on yourself, don't put higher than average expectations or timescales that maybe are a little bit unrealistic with things. And if you are feeling trapped, if you are feeling caught up in stuff, try not to sort of stay the victim to that. And it can be easier said than done, because obviously the mental mind can be quite fragile, it can be quite vulnerable at times. And this is a card of, at times, feeling a little bit consumed in setbacks, in problems, in challenges. I know a lot of people have felt like they've been in this energy for a time. So there is vulnerability here. So August is going to be amazing and magical in a lot of ways, but it may also flare up some types of vulnerability. Now, tonight we're actually on a super moon, a super full moon. So this is a really good time to clear, to cleanse, to moonbathe, to release all the crap. It's a really important time for releasing, for shedding, for letting things go. If you know you're holding on to traumas or negativities or things that are just weighing you down, have these burning rituals this evening, use the energy of the moon and just let it go, get rid of it, because it's an important time for self. So just be mindful that that is there, I guess, really. And if you are feeling overwhelmed or consumed in stuff, try not to feed into the energies of things. Try not to become the victim to your own set of circumstances, because often, even though there are setbacks, sometimes there is the feeling of being bound and sort of, quite overwhelmed. At any point in time, they can use the sort of swords to set themselves free, but it takes effort. That's the thing. Sometimes it takes so much effort to actually pick a sword up, to detach, but give yourself that permission to detach from any of the rubbish, from any of the crap going on. Because by doing that, you go back into this wave of new magic, of new power. And in terms of like sort of our conclusion, or sort of our lessons, we're going into the star. And the star is about authentic magic. It's about shining your truth, shining your light, being very unapologetic for who you are. So don't think that you have to dim your light. Don't think that you have to sacrifice your soul for somebody else or a collection of people. The star is keeping it real. The star is a card of real optimism, hopes, dreams, wishes. They're all accessible, they're all available. And in the conventional version of this, the person is naked in this card, so there's a real focus here on authentic energy. So when we look at this in terms of the lessons, stay real, stay authentic, stay true to your own heart. And I think that's the most important thing. And by doing that, you can't really go wrong. There'll always be great experiences that kind of come your way, because you're keeping it real. You're staying true to the essence and the dedication of who you are. So a lot of people have been struggling to be in this energy of the star of late. A lot of people have been sort of feeling like they need to conform or follow the herd or go off and do their own thing, but in a quite low key way. And I think with the star, it's about just turning your energy up and knowing it's okay to be seen for you. You're in competition with nobody else. Keep it real. Be at peace with yourself. Do your thing. You know the reasons why you're doing what you're doing. Do it your way and be proud of who you are. The star is also about real proudness, real honor. You know your struggles, you know your fights, you know your backstory, you know what you've had to go through to get to this point of happier times and greater wishes being sort of received. So don't ever devalue. I think that's really key with this card. So quite interesting. So what we'll do is we'll look at now my lovely Wizard Within Oracle, and we'll see if there's an overall theme or an overall conclusion for the reading. Oops. Okay. So I'm just asking these cards. Oh, my nose, it won't stop itching. It's because I can feel spirit around me so close at the moment. This always happens. Yeah, it's an interesting card. So we're going into, this card it seems to come up so much actually for us, but we're going into the Wizard's Staff. Now, I think we may have had this last time as well, but the Wizard's Staff, one of my favorite cards in terms of its artwork, is all about standing in your power. So a bit like with the star, to get to that, we need to use the energy of the Wizard's Staff. That keeps us upright, that keeps us supported, that gives us the power to move through any of the bogginess, because there's sort of, he's in this kind of watery time that represents emotions. So sometimes maybe emotions are felt quite vulnerable, quite sort of heavy going, but there's all this flat land behind him, and by using that staff he can radiate his light, his magic out into the world, which again is the star, and he can stay on that sort of solid platform. He can stay on that solid ground, so he won't buckle, he won't fall, he won't sink under the pressures or the burdens of life's stresses. So an interesting one, but a powerful message there, I feel. So I hope you can make sense of this. I'm going to leave this with you. Have a beautiful August time. Thank you so much to everybody that has been supporting me, and to everybody that continues to support me, whether it's through coming on the tour, or coming to one of the fairs, or coming to sort of see me at one of the shops, or coming to support my deck, or coming to sort of purchase readings online, or see me on Zoom or Facebook, however you do it. Or if you're just someone that's a follower but you haven't actually taken advantage of any of the services, just thank you so much for keeping it real, for turning up, and for being you. That does mean the world. Just in terms of Zoom, very quickly to let you know, I'm now taking bookings from September onwards. So my August is actually pre-booked out now. So just be mindful of that. What else do I need to talk about very quickly? There's so much I feel like I need to pack in at the moment. There's so much happening behind the scenes, lots of really exciting stuff. I think one of the main things I want to say as well is, apart from the thank you, it's just come to the public events if you can as well, because obviously a lot of people want sort of readings of me quite quickly. Public events are a really good way to sort of have that. So the psychic fairs, the shops, and all of that, if you'd like to. And all the details of all the events and all the places I'm going to be is always on my website on the events page. So check that out. It's all on there. That's where it goes to first before anywhere else. So have a magical month. Look after yourselves, keep shining, and really cool message actually for this August time. And Lammas blessings to you, whatever you get up to today. Like I say, use the power of the moon to recharge, to cleanse, to shed all of that rubbish, and get out there and live your best life. Stay fabulous, keep shining. See you all soon. Love and blessings. Bye for now.